before. That's why there's affirmative action there to make sure that people aren't discriminating each other on the basis of race. But that being said, that's giving automatically giving black people an unfair advantage, or minorities an unfair advantage over white people, because that now there's this thing out there that says if a minority thinks that they're being discriminated against, they can sue you. They all I have to do is feel like they're being oppressed basically, and they can try and sue you for money. And so it's just one of those things where it's just like, how is that fair? Like, you have white people, like I should go around saying I'm oppressed. I feel oppressed, because no one wants to hire me because I'm a white guy. But I don't do that. Like that's part of me taking responsibility personally. Like I don't do that. I'm not saying that all black people do that. I know some damn hardworking Mexican people I was working with, and they're actually better. They're better at their job than I am. I mean, I just started, but they're good guys. I like working with these guys. They're good. Well, I have a lot to learn from these guys, and I respect them. Anybody that works hard at their job, I respect. But like a lot of people, when they think about National Socialism, they automatically think it's racist. But like that's not what I'm saying. Like I'm not here just some white guy here that's just upset because like the power structure in the United States is not, the political points are not going to white people, you know. But that I'm not upset about that. What I am upset is the division in this country. I'm upset about the fact that you have different groups of white people and black people who feel entitled, you know. Uh, all I'm saying is that I think things should be fair, you know. Universities shouldn't be giving out affirmative action. I really believe that. There shouldn't be political points given to you based on where you come from, right? Because socially I mean, where you come from doesn't automatically make you a righteous person, right? It doesn't make you deserving necessarily of anything, right? If you think about the question, like where you come from doesn't doesn't automatically make you a righteous person. Well, there's some people who like try to use this and like play it off as put a badge on themselves, like because it's identity politics is what it is. It's identity politics. They honestly try to take where they've come from and try to use it as a token, a chip on their shoulder. Basically, I came from this situation, therefore, nothing you can say about me or towards me is valid, or because I'm such a victim. I'm such a victim. Well, guess what? We're all a victim. We're all a victim. Honestly, we are all a victim. So we're a victim of a culture that is way messed up in a lot of ways. There's so many different ways that the culture's messed up. We're we're victims of financial fraud and lies and all these different things. So like it's the one thing that I've learned in my life is that like I can't go around playing the victim card. Like when I got out of college, when I first went to college, I didn't want to do anything with my life because I felt like the world owed me something. And sometimes I still feel this way, honestly. Like it's like I feel I'm upset, like because like of all the stuff going on in the country. But I don't go around and like just hang my head and like, oh, I'm a victim. Oh, I'm a victim. Like no, I've had to learn how to chalk it up and get my ass to work, and try to work for the things I want in this life. Um, I try to help a few people on the way, but um, I don't go around to other people. Oh, I'm a victim. Oh, I'm a victim. A lot of people do that, and I think it's the most one of the most dishonorable things you can do is to play a victim all the time. Like the one thing about respect about Mexicans is they are hard working motherfuckers. Like those people know how to fucking work. I was getting my ass kicked by these fucking Mexicans I was working with, and they were fucking down and working, and they made me look like a fucking slob. Now I'm a hard working motherfucker. Like I don't know anybody that can fucking keep it up like I can. when I work. When I put my head to something, when I like put my body to something, I'm working. These guys, they were smoking me. Like, they were good, and I have a lot of respect for that. I have a lot of respect for anybody that works as hard as these guys were. So like, as you can tell, like, I'm not racist in any way. I don't want to see anybody like, like, not do well in this country. I think everybody should have the right, or not the right, but everybody should have the opportunity. Everyone should have an equal opportunity to do well. And not that that's gonna always happen, but like, that should be the intention, the goal. And so like, that's kind of why I believe in National Socialism, because I believe the government is not going to be able to solve all the problems. And there's going to be some people, like weak-minded people, who are just not going to get that. And that we have to understand that. Like, we have to understand that. We have to get past that. Um, until, like, in our own minds, we decide that we want to take responsibility for ourselves, we will never move forward, and we will never make the gains in our lives that we want to see. We have to purposefully decide to take steps to move forward and to make our own lives better. And we can't rely on the government. That Relying on the government, you can only rely on the government for so much. They have other things they have to do. They have to take care of themselves. We all have to take responsibility for our own lives. That is one of the most important aspects of living in a functioning culture and society. There's been too many people out there. There's too many people out there to say you can have it your way all the time. Just beg for a welfare check. Beg for a welfare check. That doesn't work. Everybody has to pull their own weight. Everybody has to pull their own weight. I gotta pull my weight. Everyone has to pull their weight. So that's basically all I'm saying. I'm not trying to bring anybody down, but honestly, we all have to pull our own weight. We have to be responsible, and that's the only way this whole thing's gonna work. So, all right, peace out. Hope you guys have a good evening.